Hello. All right, so I thought that I would listen to the president's speech. And I started listening because I thought it was going to be interesting. But then I realized it's very, very repetitive. And I didn't really want to listen, but I knew that it was important and I felt guilty about it. So then I said, okay, well, let me tell people why I don't want to listen to his speech. Okay, so he's talking about energy. And he's saying how very, very important energy is. And people think that he is talking about the power surges that go through your houses. That go through, people think that you're talking about when you're walking down the street and the street lights are on. They think that he's talking about power plants and just different stuff like that. Okay, so while all of those thoughts are completely erroneous, I wanted to tell you guys why I'm like not listening to his speech. I am not listening because I know, and I am offended, that people do not know what these terms mean. He's not talking about electric. He's not talking about that when he says energy. Now, when he's talking about energy, you know how, and I'm saying this because I talked about bills this morning, and people don't know how to rectify their bill situation. They don't realize that they're not supposed to pay bills. They're supposed to account for bills. You're supposed to receive them in the mail and rectify them. The envelope is important, and the statement itself is important. And is it a recurring statement? Is it supposed to be a recurring statement? Okay, so let me get back to this energy thing. All right. People receive power bills in the mail. And they think, oh, I got to pay my electric, otherwise I'm going to be in the dark. I used to think that too. Well, what really, really is happening, and people don't realize this, I think even the people who actually do the building of homes do not realize this, because if they did, they wouldn't put all these wonderful things in their homes. Okay, so energy is okay, no. Let me not say there. Bills. You receive the energy bill in the mail. You go to your mailbox, you pull it out, sits on the counter for a couple of days or weeks or whatever, and you decide, hey, I got to go pay this real fast. Or maybe it doesn't even do that. Maybe it just comes through your email. Maybe you've stopped allowing them to send you paper. Undo all of that. Allow the paper to come to your door, because it's mail fraud. You want the fraud. You want the fraud. Allow the fraud to come to your door. First of all, when you have an understanding, you're not supposed to fucking repeat yourself 10 times over. Nor is someone else supposed to reiterate to you 10 times over. You know what your understanding is. They know what your understanding is. Now, if they don't allow you to rectify that, under that, and they keep sending you harassing statements every single month, pay me, pay me, pay me, give me money, give me money, give me money. All right, guess what? They're not supposed to send you, though they tell you that they're reminders. They're not reminders. They're renegotiated contracts, meaning you're no longer under contract. They attempted to change the contract after it was already solidified. You don't have to pay them. Okay, so what happens is we live in these houses, and we think that these houses are bringing energy into us. These houses are not bringing energy into us. Much like televisions, they are two-way receivers. The power comes, The power really, really, for the most part, is going. Each individual body is giving off a certain amount of energy, electrical output, energy, heat sources. You are giving out that energy. These houses are literally collecting the energies that you are giving out, and it is sending it back. When they send you that statement every month, and that's the reason why they call it a statement. They don't call it a bill. They will tell you it's an invoice. They don't normally call it a bill. Occasionally they call it a bill. Now, even when they call it a bill, cha-ching. But anyway, so they're sending you these things. You're supposed to be accounting for them. You're supposed to be writing one of your identifying numbers on that bill and sending it, or in that statement, and sending it back to either your bank or back to them or back to Secretary of State. Now, the reason that you're doing that is because they are giving you the portion of money that your energy is responsible to, that they are responsible to your portion of energy. Yes. They are saying, these are your dividends from this company. Now, you just thought that the company was supposed to be giving you energy and you're giving them money. There's no such thing as money. Gold is gold. Silver is silver. It can be exchanged as money. People have forgotten that. They think that these little green and white things are money. They're not money. They're fiat. It's private commercial paper. You exchange it back and forth in order to hopefully achieve a better outcome. But if you don't know what the rules of exchange are, you're hurting yourself, because you're not giving to yourself. They're giving to you and you're denying it. And then you're saying, I'm not going to participate with this contract that I'm under. So, and then when you actually write out a check, or either take your hard-earned cash and go down to a payment center and say, hey, I'm accounting for this bill, I'm paying for it. You're not paying it. You're stealing from yourself. Okay. So, y'all figure out how to digest that. Look up 26 USC 1381. That's just the beginning of the section. You're going to need to read the entirety of it. Now, because they're going to introduce some information to you that you're not aware of, you're going to end up going back and reading a whole lot more than that. So, good luck studying, and have a wonderful day.